Good morning, everyone. My name is Halchira Morang, and I'm the case manager of Impulse NGO Network. And first of all, I would like to thank you all for accepting our invitation, even though we have invited you in a very short period, but you all made it through. And I don't know every one of you, but no wonders, we will be having a quick round of introductions. And today we have Ms. Bina Lasmi. She's the founder of Manipur Women Gun Survivor Network, and also we have advocate Satrupa Bhattacharjee, and she's the advocate of Legal Rights Forum, and also we have Dr. Rekha Lamar. She is the vice chairperson of Meghalaya State Commissions for Women, Government of Meghalaya, and we have Anissa McKenzie, she's a project manager of Impulse NGO Network, and I would like to hand over the mic now to Ma'am Bina Lasmi will be giving the...
Good morning, everyone, and good morning to our esteemed panelists, and to everyone present here from Sikkim Manipal University, from Impulse and others. My name is Bina Lasmi Neprum. I come from the state of Manipur and founded the Control Arms Foundation of India and the Manipur Women Gun Survivors Network. Time discipline is very important for us, so even if there are very few of us, we are starting. Unless we know time discipline, we can never do things properly. So, pardon me that we are starting earlier, but I know people will trickle in. It always happens in the northeast of India. I'm just telling colleagues that we've started meetings even without the chief guest who was doing it. So, it's time discipline is extremely important before you do any work. So thank you for being present here. I think the first issue is why are we here in Shillong? I am from Manipur. Why I am here in Shillong? And why is our team working with Impulse and all of us? And now with even our esteemed panelists here, and many will be joining us. In the year 2007, we started the Manipur Women Gun Survivors Network. The reason was very plain and simple. Manipur has the highest death rate in the entire Northeast. More than 20,000 have died in the conflict. Highest. Followed second by Assam, and third by Tripura, can you imagine? So still, and what happened is, for me, I'm a researcher, a writer. I've published 4 books. Two things happen when you write. Either you become a nerd, and you just keep dreaming and writing, churning out books like Chetan Bhagat, or you just connect your research with social action. I have a master's and MPhil degree from JNU. All we did was convert research into social action. So that's how we formed the Manipur Women Gun Survivors Network to respond to 20,000 widows who are in Manipur even as we speak. According to government data, our data shows there are 3 times more widows because killings are going on there. We started work in Manipur to help empower women, and we do it in a very basic way. Suppose any one of you in this room, if you are hungry, you will not listen to what I say. Same thing, when you go to work in the villages, people need food, good health care, basic sanitation needs. And the moment we started working in villages of Manipur, we realized it was just absent. So we started in 2007, and we are now in more than 300 villages in 2 states, Manipur and Tripura. So, after working in Manipur and Tripura, this is what we found out. First, of all the 17, like right now, the place where we are in is, Meghalaya, but geopolitically it's known as Northeast states. Though it's a very, very wrong misnomer, but that's a term they're given when we take it and use it. So, otherwise when you enter the Northeast, you'll not find the Northeast actually. You'll find Meghalaya Manipur, Nagas, then Khasis, and Arunachalis. There also again Adi, then Galos, and all that. Entire north, the Naga and Meitei men, they're quite hot blood. They're like ready to fight. But Khasi men, they're supposed to be more nicer. It's changing. There is more struggle here. I grew up in Ladakhi years. I've seen violence here also, communal violence. Now, so is violence a solution? We have to discuss all this. So which comes to the meeting where we are here. 17 peace process in entire Northeast. In that, only one woman. Only one woman. Her name is late Indira Goswami, who is one of the most famous women writers of the region from Assam. She is the only woman who ever participated in a peace negotiation. In this region, we have seen 6 decades of conflict. This is the level of. But if you look at the other, when you come to Delhi or Bangalore, a lot of people from there think Northeast women are very local, we are in the helm of affairs, but it is not. Northeast India is attached to India by just how many kilometers? 22 kilometers. It's Siliguri, the chicken neck corridor. So if you throttle that chicken neck, that's it. It's very interesting. A Kenyan friend of mine, when I met him, he said, "Hey, is that a part of India?" Because he thought India stops there, And he said, "No, there's the whole arm there, So that's 8 states, 45 million, 272 beautiful ethnic groups and communities. Next slide. A lot of people here are Tibeto-Mongoloid. Here in Meghalaya have origins from Mon Khmers, Cambodia and others. The Nagas are more akin to Yunnan Chinese. So there is a lot of, it's a symbol of, in fact, the beginning of South Asia is here. You see. So as I shared with you, we have 72 armed groups, and this is a region which has seen 2 amazing protests. One by Irom Sharmila, who is undergoing 14-year-old thing. It's a non-violent struggle. It's the world's longest hunger strike. And then, so a lot of protests are going on in this part of India. It's tragic. By 9% of parliamentary seats, that has increased in this election to 11%. Only 4% women in High Court and Supreme Court. We have advocates of Dhruva Bhattacharya, we will tell you more. Only 4%, okay, judges, or in the courts, It's too less, right? What do you think? Just like this. And less than 3% administrators and managers are women. You see. Women in the urban sector, only 13% workforce, 13%. So we still have a lot to go. Next. Women in Northeast India. The Northeast India has been considered as a backward region in terms of growth in per capita income. Anyway, it's just sharing that we still have a lot of challenges here. In Nagaland, from 1969 to 2014, there's no woman in the Meghalaya legislature. For 40 decades, can you imagine? Not a single one. In Manipur, we have 3 women in the legislative assembly. One is the wife of the chief minister. So you know how it comes. Next, please. So anyway, just if any of you are interested in this data, I can leave it in Pulse and you can always share it. So for your research and further work, I leave it there. So women's participation in decision making is still a challenge in this country. Next slide. Female workforce, look at the percentages, 9%, 16%. Yeah. Next slide, please. It's just because it's important to put some context. Don't worry so much about the numbers. A lot of us are still struggling with those terms. They always say, okay, someone in Delhi told me, Meena, because of women empowerment, divorce rates in Delhi are increasing in Mumbai and Delhi. People tell it. I said, don't take it like that. It's not, we are breaking homes. But it's like 2 wheels in, say, a motorcycle. You need those 2 wheels to go around so that your motorcycle speeds. So a lot of misconceptions are there. Women are now asking for land rights. Women are asking for their share of property. It's usually given to the eldest son and the son in the family. So we are like, all right, we always take our husband's surname after marriage. We have concept of Kanyadan, which means donating the daughter away. So we still have a lot of those in concepts here, which needs a little bit of tweaking. Food security. People should eat healthy, well. It's very important. As I said, you cannot preach on an empty stomach. It's very important that wherever we go, for us in Manipur, very careful that we first put food on the table for them. Health, it's about security, it's only also about our health. Fellowships for this project, which will look at women, peace and security. We welcome anyone with any background to apply for that and work together to ensure that we have a gender-just society, free from violence and free from fear. Thank you.